Hi everyone, here's Simone. This is tutorial 18th, and today we're gonna build this guy. It's a visual generator and is based on a technique that will allow you also to have your animated ramp. And when I mean animated, I mean you can animate those values. Today we're gonna build a ramp in GLSL that will allow us to move those values. So we can move the color of these 2 points of the ramp and use these that are built in. Then with a bit of compositing and some trick, we will build this visual generator. It's really powerful because it works with almost all compositing things and change. Has a lot of property, as you can see, and a lot of parameters that you can tweak around and play around with to generate the visual you like more. Okay, if you already know GLSL, I will just show the code here. That is kind of easy, nothing special. I'm declaring some input that are two color and a vector for the direction. Opening the vector in for float. I'm building the ramp and I'm putting buffers, right? Okay. Make a container, call it top rampers. Then you need to take a GLSL comp, and now we have to speak about a bit of things. This is actually not a tutorial for beginners in GLSL world, but if you can just follow me, I think will be easy enough. So in the last tutorial about GLSL, I was speaking about the smooth step function and how to use it a bit. So we will go super fast here inside this vector and we type smooth. Smooth step, the smooth step function, and the smooth step function need 2 point, let's say, and so in my case I want to go from 0 to 1. Oops. And we need a direction. Where do we want to go? And we take the UV and we take a direction. Okay, left to right, up and down. UV, nice. Okay, now we actually would like to have the control over these two numbers, the 0 and the 1. Okay, in order to do that, we're gonna use two constant. So you can press Control, search for a constant, and you drop two constants. Actually, we just drop one constant. Okay. This constant needs to be 1 pixel, and it's okay. Yeah, we're gonna plug it, and I know I would like to have two, so I'm gonna already connect two guy. Now the GLSL also needs to be changed a bit, and we say that it's fair enough 8-bit, and we wanna have a custom dash. Thank you. Okay, so, and I know already I would like to have a ramp also, and this ramp needs to be just a uh, simple mono 8 fixed. I guess it's enough. And yeah, all right, should be fair. Let's see. So let's delete everything. Actually, we take only the frag color. And just a little recap. This is how we're gonna have things on the screen. This is the guy that repeat every frame, and here we have to write things that repeat every frame. Right. Okay. So every frame, what we're gonna do? We would like to have inside our void the two input the constant input and the ramp. So we're gonna create a vec4, and then we're gonna copy the things. We call it in1. Okay, so just to do not mismatch the number in 0, and we're happy. Okay, in 0 is equal to what? We need to use a function that is a texture function, so we call for a texture. From this texture, actually you should use texture fetch maybe, but it's fair enough. Texture for now. And the texture need an input and the sampling point position things. So the input is this one, and then how you want to read the image. I would like to have UV. It's enough. Okay. So now it's anyway set because the flag color is set. So still set. Vec4 texture std to the input 0 VUV. Yes, you're still set. Why, bro? Std. Pardon, it's missing a piece. Here we go. Okay, now it's like stretching a pixel to the resolution I want. So this is why you have this effect. Okay. So just to do not keep the GLSL set. So now we have to continue writing. Okay. And we take inside everything we need. So we copy these things we just wrote. We go here, we smash it 3 times. Then we just change here, we want input 1, input 2, input 1, input 2. The guy is still happy. And then now we actually would like to build our ramp. So we say ramp in our output. And now we would like to build it. Okay. So in order to build the ramp, we have to, sorry, I'm moving my laptop. We need to declare a vec4 that we call ramp because I already typed it there. And now we introduce a new function, mix. The mix function work with three parameters. Yeah. So 2 point and how you wanna go between these 2 points. So point can be also vector or what you want. So in this case, I would like to have a mix from the things that come from my input 0. Okay. And I don't need to write vec4. I already write it once. Fair enough. Then input 1, input 0, sorry, my first input, and then when I have a mix from the second point of the mix has to be the second input, is 1, and then how I want to mix between these two things, so the kind of direction of mixing, we can say. I would like to take it from the input number 2, and because this needs to be a float, I guess, you should write dot x or dot r, or yeah, dot r or dot x, and then if we close the line, should be happy. R, yeah, then if we actually make this red, should have a ramp. Okay, and now we have to make some other changes, I believe. Nearest pixel in the, no, in this guy. Okay, nearest pixel, here we go. By making nearest pixel, you're actually saying do not try to stretch the pixel, just use the value of the pixel. This is why now the ramp is complete. Okay, so now we are just building a useful things, because you can do it with the ramp top. So thank you, Simone. No, so we will go forward. Okay, now we want to actually store multiple direction that I'm going to take from the ramp. Okay, and for each one have a buffer, an output buffer. So we're gonna go back here to the code, and we're gonna say these are my buffers. And if you make these things, it means you are making a comment. Then we keep the one as it is, and we just want to add more. So vec4, and actually let's give a better name. If not, I got confused. How we gonna call it? We call it out ramp 1 fair. Two, close the line. Right, and then we have to change the proper name. And do not be confused, because zero base, so even better. All right, and then we take this. Okay, so we have a lot of output, but we are using just one. Okay, so let's make a mega texture full of things. So copy the ramp, make a reorder. Where are you? Come here. Plug everything in the right order. Okay, and let me see which one was the right order, because I guess it will influence the creation. We start from circular. And we start from the last. Okay, and we change it all, starting from the last one. This is radial. Actually, I don't know if it will influence the creation, but let's say yes. All right, then we have to make changes in the reorder. So we change the number of the input, and we know that we're actually just passing by a simple mono. So it's okay like this. And now this guy said because it's really here, is taking the pixel format from the input, and this is bad because we wanna have just this. It's enough. Okay. Then you see we have also color, and each layer represent one of our lamp. Nice. Okay, so now we can create multiple ramp because our input 2 is this one, has a lot of color now, and each color is a direction that we can use to have a mix. Are you with me? I hope. Okay, then yeah, why I'm writing. Take this guy, copy, copy, copy. Uh, let's follow the number we choose to have, and then here we can just take RGB and alpha. All right, and then it's sad because now we call it like this. Okay, nice. So now we can also output a lot of buffer. Oh, pardon. By making the same trick, you copy, 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 and then you change the number as we choose. All right, everybody's still happy, and now you can see the other pieces of the puzzle by render select, by making like this. Pardon, and there's a little things you have always to remember. If you make buffer in the code, then you have always to make it also in the real life. So yeah, make copy of this guy. We have 4 buffer, buffer 1, buffer 2, buffer 3, buffer 4, and we have to also adjust the input index of the buffer. Okay. Am I right? This goes here, this goes there, and this is here, and this is there. Yes, it's correct. Good. Okay, so now that we make the kind of difficult part, we can close this and we are back to normal touch designer. We can use a composite top to take this guy, make like this. Then we use an edge, and we can even make this like that, and those also. Right. Okay, so let's actually also adjust a bit the ramp. And I guess we have to put, yeah, here we go. So by putting an high value in the edge, then you start to see actually the pixel. And this is how we are drawing this line. Magic. So yeah, now we have the guy that I was showing before, and we can animate things like, I don't know, yeah, and play around with those things, like freeze. And it's nice. here we go. If we are now here talking about color, but it's actually cool also to see it as points. So here we go, it's also nice like this. Creates sort of wavy things. And those are lower points that you can render with instances. I mean, super cool. Okay, I mean, it's not like as the one I will show you. What is missing? It's missing a blur here, yeah. And I guess I was just playing around with the value and find like good combination. Like this, like that. I don't know exactly. Like this less. Like this. Let's see, can move it here. Rotate this guy. And of course, remember, almost all of these are working. So, yeah. Look at that. It's in 3D. It's nice. Yeah. So, yeah, we're like 0.1 millisecond. It's almost, yeah, nothing. We're missing something here. We need this guy to move. So, make a noise, common page time slice. This guy, because needs to speak with RGB, 01 is better, and yeah, it's better. And then we're gonna have RGB, so R space G space B. Fair enough. No, we wanna also move alpha. Of course, we wanna move alpha. Then we copy and we say that this is like the number of the devil, and this is another sad number, and then we go like that. Actually, we don't need. Yeah, we got alpha there. That's right. We export the chop because we don't wanna have nothing else in between. At least in my case. Here we go. And now start to be interesting. And yeah, you can adjust also with those value. Like, I don't know. You can change a bit here as the gusto will tell you. And here we go. I mean, this guy now is sad. Right, yes. Difference was always cool. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, I played enough around and hope you like it. Leave a comment and we see each other next time. Ciao.